Here's a weird question. Does it feel like a job most days?
Most days, yes. And it's a really interesting conversation too to have, because I remember a time in my life when it never did. And you know, I can, that again, that like kind of passionate, like waking up with just a hunger to go and create and to, you know, go to this session and to play and to interact and to, you know, it was truly what I lived for a period of life. And it's hard to put your finger on when that part changed. You could say changed, you could say evolved, you could, you know, say what it is, you know. But I think at some point, you know, you've been working to get to a place, you've been working towards something to get somewhere, and you kind of look around and think like, oh man, did I do it? I might think I maybe did it. And then at that point, you know, for me, it was kind of like the tunnel vision goes away, and you start looking around, going, oh, okay, well, what else is there, and what can this, you know? And I think when you start finding things and purpose and, you know, hobbies and activities outside of the thing, is when it starts to feeling a little more like work, right? Because at least for me, it was the first time in my life I would actually rather be doing something else. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about that? Are you happy that happened, or do you feel like there's some loss?
It depends on the day or the week, you know? There's a part of me that, you know, can objectively say that some of that change in viewpoint has made me so much better at what I do. You know, there's a kind of a broader awareness and vision that comes when when I'm not like blinded by the bloodlust of creation, right? That you kind of can, you know, again, objectively go back and see like, man, this is better if I do this way, and I'm better for this, and I'm more helpful if I do this, and these kinds of things, right? So on the one hand, you go, well, man, I'm thankful I've like matured. It's the you know the Tom Brady thing, right? It's like, well, yeah, you know, your arm may not be as strong as it was when you were, you know, 22, and you may not like have the, you know, quite the lust for it, but man, you know so much more about the field and kind of how to dissect things, and you probably work more efficiently and all these kinds of things, right? So that's a big part of it. But then there's days when you know, you're driving in and you go, man, I used to be driving 85 miles an hour to get here, like, and you know, now I'm kind of dragging my feet, and what's that about, and what does that speak to, and what does that mean, you know, really in the broader sense? I don't have any answers.
Yeah.